Today I'm going to do a video on string art. It's so cool. First, I got here a piece of thread. That's it, just thread. And the spiral in the thread that makes the design. I'm going to set that aside. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put base coat on and cure it. These are gel polishes. This is the Airbrit gel polishes, and I have pictures of those at the beginning of the video. The colors that I'll be using today are the X02 and X03. And that's for the base coat color underneath the string art. That I'll show you tell you the colors of those in just a minute when we get to that part. But the first thing you need to do is put make this thin. I had to learn that you don't need that much gel compared to using regular polish. It works completely different. Just make sure your nail is completely covered well. And if you mess up with gel polish, it's not that big a deal. You wipe it off with rubbing alcohol and a paper towel, and that's it. That's all you got to do. Anyway, I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds, and I'll show you the next step. Now that the base coat is cured, I'm going to use the X02 to put on this side half of the nail. You can use a solid color. You don't have to blend them by doing half and half. You can pick white, black, any color you want. Just pick the colors you're gonna use that will show up on the color you choose. Well, that's what you need to do. It's what you want to do for this. Now I'm going to have to use 2 coats of this, and you make sure you cap the end with the color you're using. Now I will do the other nail. And after I apply both colors, I will clean up around my cuticles. You do not want to cure your polish on your cuticles. It would be very difficult to get off, and it wouldn't look very good. I'm still learning how to use gel polishes, but I'm improving on a regular. And my videos are for beginners. They're for advanced if they haven't, learned certain techniques, but this is aimed towards beginners and techniques, new techniques that I've learned and have tried myself, and how to save some money on it. I bought this Airbrit kit for, I think it was about $24 or something, $25 total. And I can honestly say they work very well. I like using them. I love the color of all of them. And I have 2 kits, so I have a smaller box of gel polishes from them, and I have a very large box. The large box is what cost about $25. I can leave the links for both in the comment section for you. After you apply that, you want to clean up around the cuticles. Just wipe your hand on a paper towel while you're doing this. And that's all you need to do for this step for the moment. And now I'll cure this for 60 seconds. I went ahead and put a second coat of the colors on my nails and cured them already. I didn't want to waste my time or waste your time watching me do something you already know. Now, the next step is you take something flat. I hope there's not a glare on this for you, but I have a little mirror. There's anything flat that is the gel polish isn't gonna, you can wipe it off when you're done. First color I'm going to use out of the Airbrit is P13, and I'm just going to put a little dab of this on the mirror. Just like that. And then you can set this aside. Move on to the next color, P07. And I put them next to each other without touching the brush to the other color. Just push it up against it like that. You don't need big, long blobs of the polish, because the string is going to drag it through and on your nail. And if you have short nails like I do today, a lot of times I wear them longer, but I chose to do them shorter. The string, if it's too long of a line of color, you're only going to get part of it. And this is P16, which is an orange. The first one's a bright pink, and then like a lavender, and this is an orange. The P16 is, and then I will use P03 is a yellow. Just like that. And this one isn't going to dry. Just remember that. You need to wipe it off and not let the light hit it. It will cure it. And that isn't going to work. The next step to this process, well, I lay my thread. It's just regular thread, sewing thread. And you place one end of it in the polish, just like that. And I have this to make sure it's in the polish. Get covered up. Just like so. And then wipe this off on your paper towel. That can sit there for a minute, and now I'm going to put a base coat on top of the color I already have on my nails. This way, when you put the string with the colors on your nails, it will glide across your nail and drag the color across your nail. So, I will put this on. You do not cure this part until after you put your design on with the string. Set that aside. Now I'm going to take my string, drag it just slightly in the colors. Just slightly. Now I'm going to place this on my nail like this. You want to make sure it's touching all of your nail with the color. Okay. Now, if you can see what I am doing, and just drag it like this. And that's what it does. Makes a cool looking design. Now, I have spot over here that I don't really want the color to show. So, I'm going to place my pink here and my purple and orange and yellow across there. Like that. Now I'm going to place this back in here to get the color back on it to do the next nail. And while I lay that there, I'm going to clean up around my cuticle again. And you want to take your rubbing alcohol. I have a pump, and that I had told you guys before, if you watched my other videos, I bought that at the Dollar Tree for $1. You can find some amazing things very cheap at the dollar store, and do nail art, all kinds of nail art with it. They have nail art products there, which is really neat. Okay, I'm going to start over here on this corner. And lay it on my nail like this. And I'm going to take this and go over here because I have a spot that I want covered. So I just pull the string around, and that's what design it made. I'll lay that down. I'm done with these two. And that's what it looks like, and that's what you can do with string art. The next step I'm going to do is use a matte top coat. I thought this would look pretty good, so I figured I'd try it out. And the matte, in my opinion, on this design looks amazing. I love it. Anyway, I'll put these in for 60 seconds. Now that these are cured, I'm going to take my matte top coat and apply. And this time with the matte, I cap the ends with the color, so you don't see, unless you have clear, but it's still, you can tell that it needs something there. So I cap it with the color once, and then I apply the last coat, which is today the matte coat instead of a shiny coat, and cap the end. You don't want to keep capping the end of your nail with polish with every coat, because if you do that, you're going to make it look really thick, and it won't look very good at all. So, now that I've done this, I will cure this one last time in the lamp for 60 seconds. Now that that's cured, this is what matte looks like with the design on it. Now I'm going to take my paper towel with my rubbing alcohol and wipe these two off to get the tacky coat off the gel polish. And to finish up your manicure, you want some cuticle oil. And I'll put this on all of them, just like that. And this hand as well. Just like this. And I just massage this into the cuticle. Yeah, cuticles get very dry and look horrible when you do a manicure, and they need the oil to absorb and really just, it makes around your cuticles look way better after doing your manicure. And this is the end result. It's amazing. Please try. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and leave me a comment. Thank you, and you all have a great day.